If you're an advertiser in the EU or the UK, you are required to collect consent about your users, whether they allow you to track them, that sort of stuff. And that's managed through Google's consent management system. And effectively, if you want to run Google ads, Google, LinkedIn, or Facebook ads to a Leadpages page, you're going to have to collect consent. Google won't even let you track them in violation. It's actually a little bit complicated on how would you do this. Leadpages offers no solution of their own, which sucks. I don't know why. It's been years and they should have it at this point, but they don't. So I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. I'll show you how to implement both the consent management system and conversion tracking into Leadpages. So let's get into it. Firstly, log into Leadpages and navigate to your landing pages. Alright, so this is the one that I used in the demo of like how to use Leadpages. It has no conversion tracking or analytics set up currently. So your conversion tracking will depend on just how you want to do it. So let's do that really quick. Now, something weird has happened to this one actually. I think since the update, something broke. Alright, so please ignore this landing page. I don't know what happened to it actually. I haven't touched it since the little demo video I did, and it looks completely broken. Anyway, so how we're going to set up conversion tracking for Google Ads or LinkedIn, or even if you're running Facebook, is basically just go to actions and then send the visitor to a landing page and then send it to a thank you page. We're going to send them here, and when they do get sent there, we're gonna set up conversion events for that. All right. Well, first we need to add tracking. So let's go to analytics and we get our Google Analytics code and then some other tracking stuff. So add your Google Analytics code and then we're gonna create a Google tag real quick. So, all right. So here is my Google Tag Manager. We're just gonna create a new one real quick and we're gonna call it demo. Now again, if you're in the EU and all that, make sure you pick your correct country here, because Google will highlight things for you that you are for you to be compliant. And we're going to call it my Leadpages test website, and we're going to go to web. All right, now you agree to all this, and yes. All right, now you have the install Google Tag Manager, all this good stuff. So we're going to copy this real quick and bring it over here to our Leadpages site, and that's in the header and that's in the body. All right, you click save. All right, so now that has been added, and what we do now is we create a new tag, tag configuration. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the actual consent tracking, consent management system. So how do you do that? Well, you click on feature community consent management, whatever, templates, and we're going to use CookieBot. All right, and we're going to add to workplace, add. Okay, and now you go to CookieBot. I go to cookiebot.com and you start here. I want to check the pricing real quick because it's not free. So here you can see some of the premium features. It can help you report like stuff about tagging and like scanning for cookies that you need, that sort of stuff. But you probably don't need to pay much for it other than the premium light sort of stuff. You start free. You can see I have a trial here. It's working out for me just fine. Now, I don't know where to actually, so why we're here is we need our CookieBot ID, okay? And here you can actually edit a bunch of stuff about how, like after we set it up, you can edit a bunch of stuff of like how your things will look like, how it's gonna work, your banner and stuff like that. But we won't be retouching that now. You can play around with it later. So we're just looking for the implement CMP banner, and we just need this CB ID, okay? So you just copy this to a notepad. You just click copy, put it off the notepad. My notepad is on the other monitor. But you're looking just for the CB. So you just need to copy, it won't let you just copy this tag, but you're looking just for this data CB ID, A1, C, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my bad. You go back to Google Tag Manager, you drop this right in. So we're going to go to triggering, and you go on consent initialization, all pages. There we go. Okay, you have CookieBot added to your tags now, and we already have analytics by default in Leadpages. So he's going to go add new tag configuration, and we're going to add the Google Ads tag, whatever your one is. You just add it here. That's fine. Leadpages, you'll just click save. All right, so let's publish our page. I already did that. And now we can test if our Google tag actually worked. So let's open a new private window and type in our URL. All right, so our CookieBot option shows up. Okay, now this isn't the ideal. We want as many people to willingly turn on marketing cookies as possible. So you can edit how this CookieBot cookie banner you have looks. You can have it in the bottom right corner. You can edit how it looks on mobile and desktop, all that good sort of stuff. But we have it, and when we click allow all or allow selection or deny, all the consent data will be sent to Google, so they know whether to track that person or not. Same goes with LinkedIn. And no, that's not true. So with a LinkedIn tag, it's just gonna block it. So just to explain really quickly how kind of why Google is a bit different when it comes to consent. So you're actually sending what consent the user gave to Google, and it's gonna do various things that are compliant based on what consent you sent them. But with LinkedIn, you just have to block that tag. So as far as I know, LinkedIn doesn't have like a LinkedIn doesn't have like a consent mode management or anything like that. You just block the LinkedIn tag if your user denies cookies, right? So you have to set that up in CookieBot, what tags it's gonna, or what tags, sorry, what things they'll block and won't. But yeah, and one check to verify that it worked is the real-time tracking here, okay? So you will not show up here if you did not accept cookies. So you will only be shown in real-time overview if you accepted cookies and you're in Europe. So if you're in Europe, you won't show up here at all unless you accepted cookies. So if you see a hit to that website that you just created from your location, then the cookies have worked, okay? And you're in Europe. Again, this is only for Europe and the UK where GDPR applies. So, okay, now that we have all this working, we can actually add our conversion events. So you can do conversion tracking in two ways. One is tracking the analytics and sending that data to Google Ads. The other is using Google Ads directly. I like to use analytics just because it's a little bit easier to set up and then manage. But yeah, so again, you can track form fills or you can track the thank you page. Now again, thank you page isn't ideal, but it's the easiest way to do it. So that's what we do. So we're basically just gonna go to admin, events. We are gonna make a custom event, which I already made. So you can see page view, thank you. I was gonna mark it as a key event. So I just show you how I did it real quick. I did it before, and that's in create event. And all you do is page location equals your thing. I actually did change what the page location domain is. Okay, this is different now. All right, so now we have conversion tracking set up. We have it as a key event. Now all you do is you link analytics to Google Ads, and you can import this event by, it's so simple, you just click on it and do all that. So this is how you do consent tracking on Leadpages. If you want help with any of this, you can just email me. Otherwise, you can look at my full kind of Leadpages guide that I have on my website and on this channel. So yeah, have a good one.